How's it going, guys? It's the Pixelated Pumpkin, and this is the I Scream Clown, made by Techie Design and sold exclusively through Haunted Hill Farm. If you want to purchase this guy, use my link in the description below. A full demo of him will be at the end of the video. For now, I'm going to walk you through this entire prop, give you my thoughts, and share some specifics about the item to help you decide whether or not you want to go ahead and buy it. And with that all said, let's take a look at the Ice Cream Clown.
I think I'll have a taste!
Alright, before I give my review of this guy, let me share some specifics about the item. This guy retails for $330 and stands at a height of 6.9 feet tall. He is a big clown for sure. He features 2 points of animation, being the mouth and, of course, this awesome moving eye on top of the ice cream cone. How cool is that? Alright, so now you know a little bit about this guy. Let's talk about his design first. And man, this is one creepy and scary clown for sure. It is really rare these days that we get a clown that isn't goofy and dumb. This guy honestly scares me. In person, he's very large. I mean, just look at how big his head is compared to my hand. He has a very, very large presence that, is pretty unforgettable when you're standing in front of him like I am. He really does tower above most people, and he just has this largeness to him. He has this giganticism, I guess you could say, to him that makes him extra scary. I also love the face. The face mold, the face sculpt on this thing is phenomenal. The ice cream cone pouring and melting down his face looks awesome. That is definitely my favorite detail about this guy. And I love the strings he has in his mouth as well. It almost adds to make it look like there's some ice cream melting in his mouth as he speaks. I absolutely love that part of it. Of course, how can I not mention the ice cream cone as well? It's very detailed. I absolutely love how the eye on top lights up. That is really cool as well. And the eye looks great, of course. The colors they chose work well here, I think, for the most part. I love this sort of black, almost sludge they have sliding down. It's supposed to kind of look like fudge, I think, but it looks like sludge to me. Now his clothing, man, this is really, really detailed. Tell me the last time you saw an animatronic with a belt and suspenders. I think this is our first one that features anything like that. These are pretty much real suspenders they just put on this guy. I absolutely love that fact. And the detailing on the clothing is also great. The bow tie is awesome. And the sort of messed up, it looks like he just has a bunch of old, gross ice cream sort of all over his shirt here. I absolutely love that. He even has some detailing on his pants down here, along with one of his shoes, which was something I wasn't expecting. Even the hair on this guy is something to appreciate. It's like pretty much like a very realistic sort of ginger color hair, I guess you could say. That's really unique for clowns, typically where you saw these colorful, really out there colors for clown hair. This is really realistic, and I love how it sort of sits on his head, where obviously he's bald on top, but it sort of drapes down from the sides. That is really creepy looking. So overall, I think this guy's design is phenomenal, honestly. Genuinely one of the best looking clowns we've gotten within the past 3 to 4 years. It's not goofy, it's not silly, it's scary, and that is awesome. You can say this clown is simple. Sure, he does kind of look simple, but with the theming and the absolutely badass looking face here, you can't tell me it's not unique. Simple doesn't always mean boring and redone. So you have to appreciate the fact that it is a very, very unique clown animatronic for sure.
Hey, you know what else floats? Bodies.
Next, we'll talk about his animation, and it's pretty simple for the most part. The mouth movement here is very aggressive. It goes for the puppet jaw style of mouth movement, which I'm typically very critical of for it looking cheap, but on this prop, it fits really, really well, especially with the strings in the mouth there. I absolutely love that. This clown would not be the same without that feature. The mouth animation, you guys are already familiar with this. What is super, super unique and has never been done on any animatronic before is this right here, the eyeball movement. Now, it's very simple. It just looks from side to side. That's pretty much all it does. But the fact it kind of works like this and is set up like this has never been done before and adds so much life to this prop and makes it just so much fun. Really, I love this feature right here. It's so creative and the execution was perfect in my opinion. So the animation, while not too extensive and it doesn't do that much, I think what it does do is perfectly good enough, especially that eye on top of the ice cream cone there.
It tastes so much better that way.
Now let's talk about his audio and lighting. I guess we'll throw in the lighting there. Real quick, the lighting. The eye and the mouth and the eyeball, it's enough, and I like it a lot, especially the mouth light. That is really cool in my opinion. The audio, though, man, this guy has some fantastic clown phrases. He is really scary sounding, and I just love the writing in his phrases as well. They obviously have a lot of ice cream puns going on in there, and it is a little silly, but it's done in a way that makes it silly and scary at the same time, and not really many clown animatronics can pull that off. You know, from Spirit Halloween, we are used to hearing the most dumb, childish, and just really non-threatening phrases from them. But on this guy, it is a completely different story because he sounds scary as hell. I love the voice and I love the phrases. They're really, really great. He comes packed with 4 of them, which I think is more than enough, honestly. They all definitely pull their own weight on this guy and make for one scary sounding clown. And they add a lot of character to him as well. At one point, he's talking about the ice cream cone as if it's actually alive, and I just love that. That is hilarious to me, and also really scary. So overall, the audio and phrases, there's nothing to complain about there, and that's really rare to see from a clown animatronic. Alright, so we talked about all of his design features and what he does and what he says, but I'm sure a lot of people out there are wondering about his quality and my thoughts on it. Techie Design is pretty much known for having the best quality animatronics now. I think they've honestly beaten out Seasonal Visions in that game. The poles, the whole system here is very, very well put together, especially the welding on the poles and everything. That feels very firm, very sturdy. And the mechanisms, of course, it seems like I've had this guy running all day now, and they've been lasting fine. He's been out in the sun, out in the heat. He has been running just fine. I can't speak for long term, but for right now, I have to say he sounds like everything's going okay, and the quality seems to be there for sure. Remember, a full demo will be at the very end, but for now, I have to say, overall, this animatronic is for sure one of my favorite clowns of all time. It's shot straight up there, believe you me. I seriously think this is the best clown animatronic we've gotten since 2 Scoops back in 2021. And this guy might actually even be better than 2 Scoops, and 2 Scoops is currently my favorite of all time. I have both of them now. I might have to do a comparison video since there are 2 only ice cream clowns, which I think is interesting. I don't know. I really like the ice cream themed clowns. What can I say? But overall, I think this is seriously an amazing clown. Everything about him really comes together to be so unique, so scary, and genuinely just one of the freakiest clowns we have gotten in so long. My final verdict, he definitely is worth it. I think you're getting that very scary classic Halloween with this guy, and we don't see too many props like that anymore, so it's always a pleasure when we do. Overall, I think this guy is awesome. Well, that's all I have to say, everybody. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and now take a look at the full demo for the I Scream Clown.
Oh, I just love ice cream. Especially ice cream floats. Hey, you know what else floats? Bodies.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here's the scoop. You best prepare for a meltdown of monstrous proportions.
Let us take a good look at you. Yes. My favorite flavor. And your fear is the cherry on top. I think I'll have a taste!